The Grand Canyon, the Great Barrier Reef, and Iguazu Falls each see millions of tourists every year, but there are countless other natural wonders that are either hiding in plain sight or are located in more distant places and are worthy of study. Discovering these lesser-known natural wonders will reward you with awe-inspiring geological formations, ecological hotspots, and otherworldly occurrences that have been evolving for millennia. Croatia's Plitvice Lakes National Park and Biosphere Reserve. Croatia's Plitvice Lakes National Park and Biosphere Reserve is a hidden gem within Europe's tourist hotspots. Nestled in Croatia, this natural wonder remains remarkably untouched despite its proximity to popular tourist destinations. The park's most captivating feature is the mesmerizing turquoise and emerald lakes, which are part of the larger Plitvice Lakes National Park. These stunning lakes were formed over thousands of years, beginning after the last ice age. As glaciers retreated, they left behind a landscape of limestone that nature beautifully transformed. The result is a series of 16 terraced lakes connected by a network of cascading waterfalls. What makes these lakes even more unique is the role played by calcium-rich water. As it filtered through the intricate karst topography of the region, it gradually deposited minerals, forming natural dams that separate the lakes. The shores of these lakes are adorned with lush thickets of trees and vibrant mosses, creating a picturesque setting that changes with the shifting sunlight and water levels. Visitors are continuously entranced by the ever-evolving colors and ethereal beauty of this natural masterpiece. To protect this delicate ecosystem, the park has thoughtfully designed raised boardwalks, allowing visitors to explore the UNESCO World Heritage Site up close without harming the environment. These elevated pathways offer breathtaking views of the lakes, waterfalls, and the surrounding flora, ensuring that visitors can marvel at the park's splendor while preserving its pristine state. The Maldives Underwater Sculpture Park. At the world's first permanent sculpture park, which is located in the Maldives next to Mafushi Island and just below the surface of the Indian Ocean, visitors will have the opportunity to experience both the beauty of nature and the beauty of art. British artist and marine biologist Jason DeCaires Taylor will begin installing lifelike sculptures of human figures built from pH-neutral concrete 10 feet underwater beginning in the year 2014. The purpose of this project is to raise awareness about the importance of marine conservation by creating an artificial reef for the growth of coral, while also studying swimmers, snorkelers, and divers with eerie human shapes that emerge from schools of tropical fish. In just a few short years, the sculptures have already produced vibrant coverings of sponges, barnacles, and a variety of fish species. This serves as a demonstration of how the natural world reacts favorably when humans provide a helping hand. The coffee bogs of Colombia. Huge tropical wetland areas that are only found in the north of South America can be found concealed within the rough Sierra Nevada to Santa Marta mountain range, which is where coffee is grown. The environment undergoes a transformation into a green natural filtration system due to the precipitation that falls throughout the rainy seasons, which run from April to November. These rainy seasons drain into rivers that flow to the Caribbean Sea. Peat bogs are home to unique carnivorous plants and over 450 kinds of birds, including the endangered Santa Marta parakeet, seek refuge in the paper bark trees that grow there. The cities of Minca and San Lorenzo, as well as the indigenous reserves of the Sierra Nevada, are excellent starting points for excursions that take visitors on close encounters with an ecosystem that is unlike any other on the planet. The Painted Hills, Oregon, USA. Going off the beaten route toward the town of Mitchell will reveal a geologic kaleidoscope along a short one-way journey through the Painted Hills unit of the John Day Fossil Beds National Monument. Mitchell is located in the southeastern corner of Oregon. Over a period of 10 million years, a layer of volcanic ash was built, then washed away by erosion, leaving behind exposed iron oxide reactive layers. This process resulted in the creation of colors with undertones of rusty orange, brilliant yellow, gloomy purple, and subdued red. Visitors are often pleasantly surprised with new color palettes, and the views from the scenic pullouts never repeat themselves, since the sunlight casts different shadows at different times of the day. Adding even more contrast to this naturally dynamic living painting is the green Larsen Creek that runs between the hills and divides the landscape. The Socotra Archipelago, Yemen. Even though the political upheaval in Yemen makes travel difficult, the Socotra Archipelago is still well worth the effort because it is one of the most biodiverse areas on Earth. Isolated in the Indian Ocean about 250 kilometers south of the mainland, Socotra's 4 main islands evolved without challenges from outside species, allowing over 837 distinct plant species to flourish. Socotra is located in the Yemen region of Africa. Dragon's blood trees, which have strange shapes like umbrellas, cling to the slopes of mountains. Tidal pools are home to an endangered species of crab with blue-legged legs. There are unknown plant enigmas hiding in the karst limestone between the azure lagoons. The local Bedouin people pick medical plants and fruits in a sustainable manner while also respecting this Eden-like place that is reminiscent of the Galapagos Islands and may hold many potential treatments in the future. Taklamakan Desert Oasis, China. Shaya is one of more than 100 isolated oasis villages in China's Taklamakan Desert, which is known for its golden dunes and rolling sands. Shaya is a mirage of green in the desert. This village is accessible by routes that follow the old route of the Southern Silk Road. The Tianshan Mountains provide this community with water that comes from snowmelt that flows underground. The steady flow of water from springs and artesian wells has allowed date palms, cotton farms, and vineyards to flourish in this region. Homes made of mud brick and an ancient watchtower dot the countryside. Spend a few nights sleeping out beneath the stars in the Gobi Desert while conversing with locals about how their ancestors managed to carve out a solitary existence in the midst of one of the harshest deserts on Earth over 4,000 years ago. The magical Mirror Lakes. 7 stunningly beautiful alpine lakes can be found hidden away in the rough Sierra de los Cucumatanes mountain range in western Guatemala. These lakes have water so clean that it is hard to believe they actually exist. These mountain tarns are known as the Lagunas de Vecima, but they are more commonly referred to as the Mirror Lakes because the water in them is so clear and still that it perfectly reflects the landscapes and skies above them like huge mirrors. Having the opportunity to see their ghostly lovely reflections for oneself is an experience that one is not likely to forget anytime soon. From the village of Todos Santos Cucumatanes, one can reach the 3 major mirror lakes through dirt roads, Great, Little, and Sleeping Woman Lights. To reach their shorelines that are more than 2,700 meters high in the peaks, a modest climb of a few kilometers is required to get there. The mesmerizingly clean waters, which can sometimes be tinged with delicate shades of azure or green depending on the rocks below, are the first thing visitors see when they arrive. There are also views that take your breath away and stretch for miles across green valleys and terminate with smoking volcanic shapes on the horizon. Any motion that occurs on the mirrored surfaces below, whether it be waves, bushes, or clouds, is amplified and multiplied, giving the appearance that the lakes are twice as large as they actually are. When the air is completely quiet and there is no wind, reflections are so clear that it is difficult, if not impossible, to tell the replica from the actual thing. Even the songs of different birds can be heard echoing down the depths of the sea. Particularly enchanted are experiences in which one witnesses fantastical sights, such as the sun rising and setting in opposite directions at the same time, or views of one's own image growing increasingly warped as it is projected further out over the tranquil seas. Biologists believe that the lake's lack of nutritional salts, which are responsible for algae blooms, is the source of its optical clarity. In addition, the porous limestone karst landscape filters any incoming water before it restocks the lakes. Primitive attractions have been kept purposely low-key in order to conserve this unspoiled essence, which is indicative of responsible tourism activities in Guatemala. Although some of the local populations consider the lakes to be sacred, the lakes themselves are not. The steep volcanic slopes that are home to these unusual lakes are home to a diverse array of plant and animal life, including cloud forests, orchids, and more than 380 recognized species of birds. An experience off the beaten path in one of the most beautiful areas of Central America. While standing on rocky shorelines amid whistling mountain breezes and taking in such a spectacularly unique natural phenomenon provides for an amazing getaway. A trip to see the natural wonders of Guatemala, such as the otherworldly Mirror Lakes, can rekindle a sense of wanderlust and curiosity about our wondrous planet and everyone. Discovering natural wonders that are either not marketed commercially or are located in remote areas, away from usual tourist routes, can bring refreshing new viewpoints. For the purpose of appreciating the richness of our world and gaining an appreciation of the impacts that have been made upon it, one must travel to locations that are not as popular and which quietly support enormous biodiversity or phenomena that have been created by geological or atmospheric forces for rounds of time. Travelers who are willing to venture outside the beaten path and keep an open mind will find that they can have rewarding encounters that connect them with the wild beauty of nature. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.